Well, it looks like my video is not working. I don't know why it's not working. Um, Video is unavailable. I wonder, it says if I'm streaming now. Let's see here. Gaming, YouTube.
Yes, man, it really is.
Hmm. Oh, well, I guess the video does work. Oh, well, I guess the video does work. Mute this. Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. This is Bobby Q. Just wanted to check in, do another stream. I got the bug a little bit where I was streaming, so figured I'd do a little bit of deck building here. Just want to show you a couple tools that I use to stream, or I mean, it's not stream to build decks. First one is I like to build my decks like while I'm at work or in the car, while I'm riding in the car or public transportation or the store or whatever. Come up with a deck idea. I use Deck Builder. Deck Builder is really good because it's good on the go, and also when you're on the computer, you can have it open in another window, and while you're playing games, I like to play Magic the Gathering online and have this up in the side window so I can look at things that I want to fix, or like especially my sideboard. I'm always tweaking my sideboard, tweaking my main deck a little bit, especially too. Um, so as you can see, you get on your cell phone. You can also get it on your iPad, Android. You can also get Windows, which I'm going to open up in a little bit for you. Um, okay, yeah. So what a better transition than to go to my Windows app. So this is my Windows app. I like to use this, like I said, I like to use this when I'm building my decks. Over here, you have the display of the card. You have all the cards, pretty much all the cards in Magic. I have it standard set filtered on here, so you can go over here and hit standard. Um, like that'll show all the cards, alphabetical order, I think, and or I can go by color. So if I know the card that I'm wanting to do is let's say I know I want to build a Jeskai control deck, so I know I want two Teferis in here. So what I do is I'll go to Teferi, Hero Dominaria, and down here at the bottom, you can either put 4 in the main board, and you can put 1 on the side or whatever, and build your sideboard right here too. So, okay, so then now I know what else do I need? I need removal, right? So I'm gonna put the Justice Strikes in here. So, bam. And another shortcut you can do, instead of clicking over here, you can just hit the number 4, and it'll default to how many you want to put in the deck on the main board. I haven't figured out how to do it on the sideboard. I don't know if there's a shortcut for that one yet. But yep, there's that. Let's see, what else do I need? I know I want some Chemist's Insight. So another interesting thing about searching using Decked is let's say you want to use just search for a jumpstart card, so you can see the jumpstart right here. So you can just delete that, and you can type in jump start. I think it's tax start, and it's going to show you all of the jumpstart cards that are standard legal right now, because it's over here by standard, and they're all organized by right now I have them organized by cost, so I can have them organized by name. I can have them organized by color. There you go. Show unique cards, all cards. So this will be for cards that have reprints. So yeah, unique cards will just show the one copy of the card that is standard legal. If you go into unique cards, we'll get into that later. So let's see, maximize altitude. Do I want beacon bolts? No, probably not. Risk factors are pretty good, so I'll drop in 4 of those. How's that? And then if you want to keep track of how many cards you got, it says right here, I got 12 cards right here in the main board, 0 cards in the sideboard. If I want to organize them by cost, I like to keep track of my my slots. So 2-drop slot, my 3-drop slot, my 5-drop slot. It's pretty even right here. And if you click on the stats, it'll tell you as you build how many mana symbols you're using. Right now I'm at 8 red, 4 blue, 8 white, and it shows you the breakdown of the percentages and the average mana cost down here of my deck so far. And then later on we can get into the pricing. So just in those 12 cards we're at $265. So okay, so let's see, what else do we need in here? Let's see, what's the finisher gonna be, guys? Normally 6-drop, so we can go Dream Eater. We want 3 of those. Counter spells, definitely need counter spells. Let's go with the Sinister Sabotage. Sinister Sabotage, and we're gonna definitely want 4 of those. Let's go with a Negate. Okay. Let's go with Negate. I like to run 1 to 2 main board and sideboard. As you see, I can click over here and just add to the sideboard. I know I'm going to want 2 negates in the sideboard regardless, so go ahead and add those to the sideboard. I definitely want 4 somewhere in the combination of either sideboard or in my main deck. So we're at 21 cards already, right? So what do we need? We need some 1-drops, right? So some ops. Yeah, some ops sound pretty good, right? About 3 of those. You definitely want to search for Azcanta, right? Search. See, now it's searching for the word search, so everything with the word search is coming up for it. Search for Azcanta. There we go. Well, you got what, 2 of those? 2 of those. We're at 26 cards. Let's see here. What else do we need? What drop am I missing? I like to go back and I like to look at the stats. So, yeah, now I'm missing a lot of the 4-drop slot. So, let me go back in here. And now, here's an interesting thing is you can sort it by cost. So, let's go into the 4. And we're playing Jeskai, so I only want white, blue, and red only. Alright, and I don't really need creatures. Let's look at instants and sorceries, right? Instants, sorceries. Oh, no, let's just want, no, let's okay, I only want instants, because I'm playing a control deck. I need instances. No sorceries in this thing. Alright, well, you know. Bone to Ash. Counter target creature spell? Maybe. Probably not, though. But you get to draw a card, so... might be good. I don't know. Chemistry and Strike? Yeah, let's put 4 of those in there. Put that 4 button right there. Color the Culprit. Instant. Destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. I'm not sure if that is really good in the meta right now. I haven't really seen a lot of creatures with toughness 4 or greater. 1 or 2, maybe in the sideboard, but I'll put this in the sideboard as a sideboard maybe. We can always take it away or add it. This card, Crush Contraband. I was looking at this card a little bit earlier as a good sideboard card because it can instant speed, exile target artifact, or you can exile target enchantment. It is 1 more expensive than Invoke the Divine, which is a 3-drop instant speed. But it does the same thing, but Invoke the Divine is 1 less and you gain 4 life with it. So I'm gonna put this at the sideboard. I'm gonna look up Invoke the Divine real quick. Invoke the Divine. And I can put that in the sideboard. So now you guys can look. See, Invoke the Divine, 3 instant speed, destroy target artifact or enchantment, and I gain 4 life. So at 3 mana, and I gain 4 life, instant speed, or 4 mana, Oh, no. Where is that? Or 4 mana, exile target artifact or exile target enchantment. Okay, so that's the difference. For 1 more mana, you are exiling something, which the green-black decks you might want to exile. I don't know. Is there an artifact that you want to exile really that bad? Are they bringing back artifacts? I don't think so. Are they bringing back enchantments? I really don't think so. The only enchantment they're really bringing back is the Eldest Reborn, and you can kind of play around that in just got a control deck. So I don't know. We'll come back to that. But speaking of artifacts and enchantments, I do need that. Let's see, right here for 5. We got the Fort Teferis there. Probably gonna want to be around 6 or 7 in the 5 slot, so we can go 8, 8, 6, 7, 7, 7, and then the finishers keeps it a nice even curve, real fat heavy curve I like in the middle. So when you look at our sweeper, so which is the sweeper is Cleansing Nova. Oh, I'm an instance right here. So let's get rid of this. Nova. Okay. No. There we go. Cleansing Nova. Destroy all artifacts. Destroy all creatures. So let's go to main board. That puts us at 6 right here. For the 5-drop slot. And for then we can also get some Settle the Wreckages. Main 1, 2. So we're at 6, 6, 7. Let's see here. So we only got 4, 5, 6 counter spells, right? 2 of which are niche counter spells. The negates. Those are pretty narrow, non-creature spells. Look at planeswalkers, enchantments, artifacts, creatures. The creatures were pretty much really relying on the Justice Strikes and the Cell Wreckages. I don't know. I'm just kind of like just spitballing here. I just wanted to show you how this app works. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and disregard this one. I will go ahead and open my current one that I'm working on, which is my Just Sky Control version 2.4, because I've been updating it a lot. So let's see here. Open. And you can see my deck is a little bit different than the one that we were doing just a second ago. As you can see, I got 1 Opt, 2 Blink of an Eyes, Essence Scatter, Justice Strikes, Mission Briefings, Clarions, Ionize. I use Ionize as the counter spell instead of the Sinister Sabotage, which I'm really thinking about switching. I like it because it goes with the risk factor, because if I start counting their stuff and getting 2 damage in every time I do, then eventually they're not going to want to deal with the risk factors. So right now I'm at 61 cards in this deck, which I really need to get this down to 60, but I'm not sure what I want to cut. I got the sideboard already at 15. As my previous stream said, I'm really not liking these graveyard decks, so I went with the Silent Gravestones, which is really good because they can't use their that 1 card to bring cards back from the graveyard. Lava Coil Exiles, which is pretty good. I like this one right here. Like I said, I was working on this one. I have 1 main board, Invoke the Divine, but I think I'm just gonna get rid of this. I put it in there because I kind of wanted to test it out, but after reading it, decided I really don't want it, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, so now the board's down to 14, so I can probably cut 1 thing out of this deck and make it an even 60. So what do I not need in here? I'm probably gonna cut a Mission Briefing, so I'll add 1 to the sideboard, 1 main board. There we go. And if you look at my curve, heavy in the 2 and the 3, but I think that's necessary for the way the meta is going. 5, 2, okay. I'm at 27 blue sources, so what the deck doesn't do is tell you how much your land is supporting your colors. So what I normally like to do is after I build my deck in here, right? Sometimes I like to price it just to see how much it. That's a pretty penny. pretty penny for the deck. So right now it's pulling from Card Kingdom, so it should after a little bit update how much everything is as of now. As you can see at the bottom here, it's slowly updating how much this deck is costing. Yeah, that's a pretty penny. Just the 4 of Teferis is $214, $219. That is a pretty penny, my friend. Pretty good. So foil $120, regular $54. That is a lot of money. And they're organized by price right now. So the search for Cantas, those are 23 a piece. Okay, so if you really wanted to, you can test this. This app is not really good at simulating the testing. What you can do is you can just sort of kind of see what your opening hands are looking like. I don't really test my decks in this, honestly. What I do is I save the deck. Like I put in my Grix or Jeskai Control 2.4, save over it, right? Because I made a couple changes. Yes. From there, my other main source that I like to do is I'll go over here to my deck stats, deckstats.net. It's a very good resource for building a mana base and building overall building your deck. If you don't want to, I paid the $10 for the app for the deck because I like it. I really do. If you want something free, I recommend Deck Stats. Just me personally, I like it. It's free. It works at work because I work at the I work for the government and a lot of websites are blocked, so this site for some reason works, so I like it. So what I'll do is I'll go up here, Deck Builder. And what you can do if you really want to is just like the deck, right? You can type in the name of a card, Teferi, filter standard, you know, whatever. Or since we already did that one, quick thing to do, right, is upload a deck, right? So if you have the Word document of your deck right here, so if you go off of like MTGO, like we were earlier, get the Word and paste it. You can paste it in there and it'll break it down. Or you can do upload, browse. I'll open my Jeskai control deck in here. Click OK. And there you go. All the cards are in here. All the numbers are in here. My sideboard is right here. If you want to name the deck, you can Jeskai Control 2.4, right? And then you can go here and click Analyze. So what I like to do beforehand is like to make sure I have 60 cards, 15 in the main board. Click Analyze. Man, and then right here it's going to go through all the cards you added, right? And then on the top you're going to have an even more detailed listing of your cards. So you got the card type distribution, right? We got spells 32. We got 2 creatures. Whoa, I thought I had more. Oh, okay, this is a different deck. 26 lands, 27 my mana distribution. So this is how much. These are the cards in the deck, not the lands. The cards. So my blue spells, my red spells, and my white spells. So then you can go down, and if you click on the section, right, I'm clicking on the blue, the list, it highlights all the blue cards in my deck, right? Anything that comes with blue. Right, same with red. So red, I really don't have a lot of red cards, right? 30%, but I have even less white cards, which is 26%. Now, if you look at my land base, right? This is the lands. So out of my lands, 41% of my lands produce red. So if you click on the red, it'll highlight all of the clifftop retreats, of course. I have 3 mountains. I have the Sacred Foundry, Steam Vents, Sulphur Falls, right? Then my blue ones, I have 29%, which, according to how my current deck is set up, it's skewed more blue. So if I leave the white just like how it is there any way that I can add blue while taking away red? So that is Glacier Fortresses, I think. Let's see, how many Glacier Fortresses do I have? Steam Vents are red-blue. I don't really need red and blue, but I need Glacier Fortresses. Do I not have Glacier Fortresses in here? Oh, I have 3. So with that being said, I can bump that up to 4. So Glacier Fortresses, let's find those down here. Now I could be doing this in the deck if I wanted to. I could just go down here and mess with my lands and Glacier Fortresses 3. But since I'm already in this other, since I'm already over here, I think it's just better just doing it here. Let's see. Glacier they're sort of alphabetical, so Glacier Fortresses. All right, so if I bump this up to 4, I need to take away a red, right? I need to take away red. I got too much red. So let's see, what red can I get rid of? How many mountains? Just straight up mountains do I have? I can get rid of just straight up 2 mountains. Yeah. I'll get rid of 2 mountains, so I'll go to 1 mountain, and then I'll add 1 more island. No, let's see here. 1 mountain. Alright, and then let's go find the island. Go to 3. And then as I'm updating, if you notice that this will keep updating, so I make sure I'm at 60. So then I'm going to analyze it again. Now I want to see if I want the mana. I really want to get this mana like really close. So like if there's a way that I can get this 33% up while knocking down the 18, the mountains, and keeping the white where it is, that would be my preference. So if I can just somehow manipulate these 2 numbers, so anyway, I can do this all day. So let's see if I can. I can't take away any more mountains. Let's see here. Sacred Foundries. I really want the Sacred Foundry, or the Sacred Foundries, the red white. Sulphur Falls. I maxed out on Sulphur Falls. Let's see if I can sort this by anyway. Let's see if I can sort this by type. No, won't let me do it. Okay. Clifftop retreats. So what can I need to get rid of red? If I got rid of a clifftop, I would go down on white a little bit and red. So if I went down 2 clifftops and went up 2 islands, what do you think? Let's do that. Let's go down 2 clifftops. So if I go down to 2, and if I go down to islands, this will go up to 5. Analyze. Let's see how we're doing. Boom. That is pretty good. I don't think I can get any more closer than a smoother mana base than that, right? Not everything is costing double blue in this deck, so I'm not really worried about the double blue. I'm not really worried about that. Okay, so another good thing about this is visual spoiler. You have a little visual spoiler what your deck looks like. You know, comes in handy, right? There's the big boys right there. Then you can look at your starting hands, and you can see that. Let's see. 2 tap lands. That's not good. I don't want to see the mission briefing or Teferi. But if I got a regular island, I would be on point right now, right? Or a pull to land. So let's just Add a card. Okay, well, there we go. In business, right? Bam. So pretty much turn 3, I'd be able to play every 3 drop and below in my hand. So, boom, Field of Ruin. Ooh, I had a Field of Ruin in there. Hey, I could have got rid of Field of Ruin to add more blue. That would definitely would have been better. Dang, where's that 5th land? Okay, mulligan. All right, that's a good hand right there. New hand. Bad hand, but add another card. Come on, untap land. Something that causes me. There we go. Let's go new hand. Good hand here. Anyway, yeah, I can pretty much do this all day. And right here you have the probability calculator. If you don't know what the probability calculator is, it's really, really, really next level magic. It shows you that, like for this example right here, I have 2 blink of an eyes in the deck, right? So what this is telling me is, I have a 22.1% of games, you should have drawn this card at least once by turn 0. So that's in my opening hand. So 22% of my games, this card will be in my opening hand. How many will I then turn 1? 25% of the games, 28, and so on, so on, so on. So you see, the more cards you play, the more more chances you have to draw it. And then I have a 50% chance to draw it by turn 10. So you see how playing a 4 of, man, I have a 40% chance to have one of those cards in my hand, opening hand. Then by turn 1, it just keeps going up. Should have drawn this card at least once, right? So by turn 2, that is literally half of the games. I'll have it 50%. Turn 3, but turn 4, when the turn I want to be casting it, is a little bit more than half of the time, right? And then so on and so on and so on and so on, right? So the Cleansing Nova, right? It's like if I really, really, really wanted to be wrathing the board on turn 5 to keep me alive, like Fumigate, where I needed the life, I really wanted to see this turn 5, I need to bump this up, right? So this is only a 20% chance I'm going to get this Cleansing Nova. But you also got to think, how many board wipes do I have by turn 5, right? So I have 1 Cleansing Nova, I have 3 Clarions, so that's 4 total, right? So far. And I have a Ixalan's Binding, if you want to count that. No, I'm not going to count that. 4. Okay, 4 and 5. I have 1. By turn 5, I have 5 things that I really want to play. Either want to play a Cellular Wreckage, a Clarion, at least 1 Clarion, so that's 4, and then 5. So I have 5 things by turn 5. So, if you go to calculations, right? So if I play a card 5 times in a 60 card deck, so by that time I'm looking at 5 removal spells, right? 5 like board wipes. Hopefully they don't get countered or whatever. Need those by turn 5, right? How likely am I to draw at least 1? Right? Calculate. Bam. So, and then just goes right here. At least 1 out of 5 in your opening hand, right? So by turn 1, half, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at least 70% of my games, I'm having some way of wiping the board by turn 5. So yeah, just stuff, think about it. Also, another thing that I like to do is from this, I like the way this website converts the files. I know it's doing a lot of file converting and all sorts of stuff, but I really do not like the Magic the Gathering online deck builder. I'm just not a fan of it. So you can go to Deck Tools. Ooh, check this out. Another thing is you can print the deck sheet. So if you go to a PPTQ or Grand Prix or whatever, you can download this and open open it with Adobe. Ew, it's not gonna show, huh? Let's see here. Alright, I got it open. I'm just going to I want to scrub some stuff out because I got some PII in here, some personal information stuff that I don't want people to see. But you can basically, you can print the deck sheet. I took off the include my DCI name. Download deck sheet, right? Open with, we'll open it in Adobe. Open with, bam, here we go. So yeah, this website is pretty good. I like it a lot. Like I said, you can do a lot of analyzing. You can do a lot of oh man, did I go blank? My bad, guys. Let's just go to the monitor. All right, so here you go. Sorry, that's the stream. Yeah, so you can look at the registration. You got all the cards from the deck right here. Bam, bam, bam. So anyone that's ever been to a GP, I went to my first GP a couple months ago. It was a mad scramble for me to get one of these and fill it out and turn it in on time because everyone's waiting till the last minute. But if you show up, you got your deck already printed out, nice and legible. Put your DCI over here, your name over here, and then your sideboard over here, and then you just turn that sucker in, and you're good. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah. Oh, okay. Let's go back to, there we go. Yep. So another thing is, let's see here. View deck list. Download deck. I like to download it for the MTGO online. So download deck. It's gonna show up. Open with Notepad. And I will put this back on. And I'll show you what it all looks like. So PC monitor, bam, and it just comes out like that. So nothing special, nothing fancy, just a straight up pattern like that. File, save as. I'll put it just guide 2.4 because, like I said, I like to build lots of decks, and from there, if you really are feeling froggy, MTGO, I can open up Magic the Gathering online. Sorry, this is all brand new to me, guys. This is my very first stream messing around. So forgive me a little bit. So let's see here if I can load up Magic Online. MTGO stream. Alright, is Windows not, Magic the Gallery not showing up? Oh man, it does not look good at all, does it? Alright, well I'm gonna go to PC monitor then, there you go. Alright, hopefully that works better, hopefully you guys are seeing that. So, go into build a deck, I go to import, and it's already linked to my folder. Just Guide 2.4, open, standard, click OK, and bam, there is the deck. All fancy, ready for you to play. Like I said, I don't own any of the cards yet. I use Mana Traders, honestly. If you want me to go how Mana Traders works, I mean, I guess I can do that. I got nothing else to do, right? So let me just go back over here. Alright, so we'll open up Mana Traders Deck Builder, right? Um, I download and upload decks a lot. So all you gotta do is same thing. Go to upload. Go to you can either upload the file, or since I already have that other file open, just click paste, and it has all the cards. It gets kind of tricky if you have split cards, because they'll like, for example, some split cards will be like that, and then it won't read the card. So the way that it reads, supposed to read the card, is 1/ like that. Just for example, but that's not split card, so don't worry about that. And then you hit upload, and then bam, all of the cards are right here. This is my deck. I checked to make sure I got 75 cards, because if you do have those split cards, it'll be like 74, 73, and you got to figure out which one is missing, you know. So yep, there's all my cards. And it shows you right there 269 mana hours to rent this deck. I think my limit's like 300 or something like that. And you click rent deck, and then Magic the Gathering Online, they'll send you a little message and they'll let you rent the cards. And then when you're done, you just do the same thing, except you go to my account and it's like, hey, do you want to return these cards? And I'm like, yeah, I do want to return these cards. And then a little bot will hit you up and be like, hey, can I get my cards back? And you're like, yeah, sure, why not? So, yep, that'll do it for my stream. If you have any questions about Decked, any questions about deckstats.net, any questions about mana traders, let me know. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe below. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get into some live stream of the deck I just built. So hopefully get some live editing too. So a couple things I want to do for my setup. I want to build a second monitor. I want to enable the chat in the streaming so that I can figure that out. Like I said, this is all brand new to me. I want to make sure there's music playing. I won't know if there's music playing until after I'm done, so hopefully there'll be music playing. So yeah, hopefully it all works. And if anyone's in the chat, sorry I missed you. Probably not. But let's see. Talk chat. Nope. Okay. All right, guys. You guys take it easy. And oh, this looks unprofessional as hell. Yep. Later, guys.